Hey, welcome back to edtech. Today I'll be doing this lesson for explaining how to build JavaScript objects, and we'll be doing a small task to practice JavaScript object building. Yeah, the only difference is in today's class I'll be using the freeCodeCamp lesson as well as the freeCodeCamp playground to make it more interactive, and I'm trying to include more and more of their lessons and playground for future lessons, yeah, so that you find it more interesting and it'll be more useful and valuable for you. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get started. I've already explained what are arrays in my previous tutorials, and that will be included. The playlist, my playlist for arrays, will be included in the description below, because objects are similar to arrays except that in arrays you use indexes to access and change the data, whereas for objects you will be using properties to change the data and access the data as well. So for arrays is index, and for objects it is properties. Remember that. And what is an object? Object is something which has some properties, and the properties has a value, specific property and values whereby you can identify an object. Like in this case scenario, like you're considering an object cat. So the cat has a name, it has legs, so and so number of legs, four legs, one tail. It has some enemies like water, dogs, etc. You can have object like for cat, dog can be an object with properties. Book can be an object, like it can have cover pages, texture, etc. Anything could be a real life object. So here let's consider the sample cat object with name, whiskers, legs 4, tails 1, enemies, water and dogs. And as you will notice that the water and dogs, which are enemies, the value of enemies are encased in an array, like it is mentioned like an array. And you know what are arrays? As you have already learned in the array tutorials that I have taught you before. Yeah, but I'll be including a link as I mentioned above, so that you can look it up in case you have forgotten or you are in doubt. So in this example, as you can see, the name is stored as a string, and a leg is also in quotes, tail is in quotes, enemies in quotes. But the value of legs and tails, which are countable numbers, are numbers, not strings. Like you can see here, it's in number 4, 1. Yeah, and you can also use a number as a property, like you see in the next example, make 4, and you've written 5, the digit 5 as a property. But in that case, what happens if your object has any non-string properties, like in this case 5 as a property, JavaScript will automatically typecast them as strings, like you find here 5 equals 5. So it is preferable to use the first example. Yeah, it's actually called an object literal, so it's better to use that example, a property value, you know, and then use it in the same way that we have used here in the case of a cat. Yeah, so now what you need to do is, the task has been given in this playground so that you can practice how to make an object. Yeah, this will be a good example, interactive example for you. My dog should contain the property name, it should be a string. My dog should contain the property legs, it should be a number. My dog should contain the property tails, it should be a number. And my dog should contain the property friends, it should be an array. My dog should only contain all the given properties, which is name, legs, tail and friends. So you have to create an object my dog. So let's get started. Let's go to the code, the playground area. Yeah. Okay, I've already typed something here because this is my previous exercise. So like here you can see I have typed name as Gigu, legs 4, tails 1, friends, rats and cats. Yeah, so this is the answer that I have typed. Yeah, okay, for my next example what I'll do is I'll remove that, reset and do because I've already done these exercises as part of my lessons earlier. Yeah, so the code has been written here, name Gigu, legs 4, tails 1, friends as an array, rats and cats. Okay, let's run the test. There you go. Power level, it's over 9,000. Yeah, so pass. So what I need to do is, I'll be covering the next lesson, that is submit and go to the next challenge in the next tutorial. Yeah, accessing object properties with dot notation. I'll be covering that in the next lesson. Yeah, so hope you understood, and for more such lessons on freeCodeCamp JavaScript Playground, do remain with me by subscribing to my channel so that you can follow all the tutorials here, and that will help also in giving you the JavaScript and other certification, so that it's easier for you to get a job and also easier for you to understand the tutorials. Yeah, and if you like watching such tutorials, if you enjoy watching this particular tutorial, do remember to smash the subscribe button so that you'll be notified as soon as I publish more such tutorials. Yeah, so have a nice day. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.